Friday, the Hubble telescope celebrated its silver anniversary. Since 1990, it has been helping NASA discover the mysteries of our universe. And along the way, it has provided some pretty incredible views. Viglienzoni spoke to the space agency about how they make those happen.
We're joined by NASA scientist Jane Rigby talking about the Hubble telescope turning 25. And I think when you start talking about something like the Hubble telescope, you have to start with those images. I know I want to wallpaper my house with them. They're so beautiful. So talk about how the telescope gets those.
Sure. So Hubble takes these gorgeous images that are also scientifically so valuable. And it's neat that it does both at the same time, right? So Hubble takes pictures. Hubble is observing right now. It is always looking at different targets. And it ends up actually taking black and white pictures, and then we add them together to make the beautiful color images that you see. And so a lot of times that's just taken by taking a lot of images and then stacking them together.
Wow. So that must then take a lot of work to try to figure out and line everything up and make everything so detailed and so exact.
Well, we've been doing this for 25 years, right? So we've gotten the hang of it. So if we think about some of the images that Hubble has taken, right, we've had these gorgeous, stunning images of our own solar system, of stars that are forming, right? That's like those pillars of creation. Hubble has taken pictures of where stars are dying, like the way our own sun will die. We see galaxies like our own home, the Milky Way. And we see actually thousands of galaxies everywhere we look.
So it seems like a lot of these photos do have a lot of interest for people who maybe don't know a lot about science or even about our solar system, because every time they go online, they seem to be trending.
Yeah, that's true, right? Hubble not only rewrites our science textbooks and has taught us so much about the universe, but also the Hubble images are meaningful and beautiful, and they touch people. You see them everywhere. They're on stamps, they're on moving vans, and I want to talk a little bit about the new picture that came out for Hubble's 25th birthday. We got this stunning new picture of a star-forming region in the Carina Nebula, where thousands of new stars are forming from these dense clouds of dust and gas. So that teaches us about how our own sun formed.
And what are some of the most surprising things that we have learned as we've used Hubble over the last 25 years?
So we've learned so many things, right? Hubble has been full of surprises. With Hubble, we were able to confirm that the universe is not only expanding, which we knew, but is accelerating, is expanding faster and faster for reasons we don't understand. So that's freaky. We also know with Hubble, when we've pointed at blank pieces of the sky, we see and take pictures for weeks at a time. When we stack those images together, we see 10,000 galaxies, that we see galaxies everywhere we look, young ones and old ones, and we can piece together the story of how galaxies like our own formed.
Kind of puts things into perspective a little bit, I imagine, when you see that.
Yeah, it's 13.7 billion years of cosmic evolution.
Wow. And so there is another telescope launching, I believe, in a few years. Talk a little bit about that.
Sure. So we're building the James Webb Space Telescope. It's being built now. I work on it here at the Goddard Space Flight Center. And we're building it to do the things that Hubble can't do. It's a lot bigger than Hubble. It's going to go in deep space. It's going to be cold. And it's going to be able to see through the dust that Hubble can't see through, and to see all the way back to the first generation of galaxies that formed after the Big Bang.
Wow.
Yeah, very cool stuff, huh?
Gosh, that is so neat. I feel like Kat and that NASA scientist, they're both like, we're going to wallpaper our walls.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that was really neat. She was a great interview. Real neat to listen to.
A lot of great energy and a lot of good info. So, yeah, hopefully we'll see her again in the future.
I love when we hear a scientist say, that's freaky.
And